What's up, YouTube? Back with another little video, man. Today I want to talk about being married at 20 and what these past almost 14 years has been like. December 26th, it'll be 14 years since me and my wife got eloped. And then the following year, we actually had our marriage. So, with us being Christians, they had a lot of people questioning our Christianity because my wife was pregnant in her wedding dress. So, but like I said, we got married December 26, 2011. She got pregnant the following February. And that next August 2012 is when she was about to pop. Well, she was like 6 months pregnant. She had my daughter that November 28th, our very first daughter, 13 years ago now. She is 13 years old. But yeah, I got married at 20. I actually got the marriage license when I was 19. I turned 20 like right after, I was 19. And then like that week I turned 20 and then we actually got married the following week. So yeah, man, I mean, my advice is like, do it early, man. Do it earlier in life. Do it early as possible. I mean, be smart, of course, be wise, use wise decision making. But at the same time, it's been very beneficial for me as a man. Getting with a woman that didn't have kids. I didn't have kids. I didn't want to play stepdaddy. I'm not playing stepdaddy to nobody's kids, but my own. I'm not playing stepdaddy to anybody. I only want to be a father to my kids. I only wanted to raise my own children, my own blood, my own DNA. I didn't want to deal with baby daddy drama, baby mama drama. I didn't have any kids. She didn't have any kids. We only have kids together. So that's what I wanted. That's what I got. My advice to all young men, if you don't have kids, man, don't be a stepdad. You do not have to be someone's stepfather. You don't want that drama, that headache. I tried it when I was a teenager. I was dating some girl with a kid, and don't do it, man. Do not. If you don't already have kids, don't do it, man. You don't have to put yourself in that predicament, in that situation. It's no benefit to you or for you. People always say all the time, "Oh, my stepdad did this and that," or "I was a stepdad before." It ain't that, man. Young men, I'm talking to men. Women, y'all can say what y'all want about this, but as a man speaking to another man, this is specifically for y'all. You young men, if you don't have kids, do not date a woman with kids. Start your own family. I'm telling you. I mean, unless the guy, even then, I don't know. I mean, unless the guy's doing life in jail or he's passed away, okay, possibly, but overall, man, don't do it, man. Don't do it. Unless you like seriously love this girl and y'all both, even then, speaking from my perspective, don't do it, man. But I say it's beneficial for a young man to get married earlier in life as opposed to later, because you can start your family young if y'all both on the same path and y'all have the same beliefs, the same values. You could structure your family the right way. Y'all can grow together. Y'all have time to learn one another, learn things in life together, build a life together, as opposed to a man waiting until he's like 30, mid-30s, 40s, and you trying to find a wife, but she has all this baggage, this package, this history, this multiple kids, probably multiple fathers, probably. You don't want that, man. And same for women. You don't want a man that's been with almost every girl in your town. He has multiple kids, people who are in deep debt. It's just best to build a life together with someone earlier. But yeah, man, that's just my point of view. That's my perspective. I mean, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying, speaking from my point of view, my view on life, my values, the things that I value and care about. From my perspective, it's best to find your spouse early, man. Just be serious with that one person. Settle down. Don't be afraid to settle down. I'm more afraid of all these diseases that's out here and all these people sleeping together randomly, consistently, not questioning people's health, and they just out here doing whatever with whoever. We got this hookup culture. And it's like people act like STDs didn't go. They act like STDs don't still happen or exist. STDs did not go away. And it's like people have not been informed or have been misinformed about STDs. But that's like my biggest fear. Like, I do not want to catch anything. I always tell my wife, you have nothing to worry about. I fear STDs. I fear things for my health. It's like this generation doesn't care. I know they know about it, but it's like they don't care. And it's like the STD rates are climbing, especially predominantly in the black communities, these black cities, Atlanta, Houston, even here in Dallas. I'm in Fort Worth, Texas, but man, it's crazy. I've learned that it's best to settle down early, man. That's what I've learned in these 14 years so far. I've learned that everything is not always about you. You don't always have to be the person in the situation. You don't have to win every argument. You don't have to have the last word. Always make sure y'all are on the same page when it comes to parenting, when it comes to politics, when it comes to faith, your faith in God. Me and my wife are Christian. We both have been saved, baptized together. We raise our kids under the admonition of the Lord. I Bible study with my kids every Monday or Tuesday night every week. Make sure y'all are on the same page when it comes to finances, budgeting, saving. What are y'all gonna do with it as far as in your careers? Is she gonna stay at home or you gonna go to work? Well, as a man, you need to go to work. I'm not gonna be an advocate for stay-at-home fathers. I think that's lazy. That's disgusting. I don't care what gender roles y'all trying to flip and switch around. In the Bible, men always worked. We always worked. You need to do something. You need a job. Quit being lazy. Don't play the video game all day. Don't lay around. Don't be lazy. Get up and go to work. I've worked 2 jobs before. I've worked different shifts before, but I've always been working my entire marriage. I do not advocate for stay-at-home dads while the wife goes out and gets the bread. I'm not with that. I don't support that. That's lazy. I look at you as less of a man. If you, I'm a stay-at-home dad. I take care of the kids while she goes out. I don't care how much money she making. I don't care if she's a nurse. As a man, you need to work. It was ordered by God for us as men to work. So you need a job. You need to work, a career, do something. Even if it's an entrepreneur where you work for yourself, do something. You need to work. As a man, you need to work. But yeah, I don't support men staying at home and just taking care of the kids and cooking and cleaning. You need to work, man. Do something. And I'm also against like trying to get to a point to where you don't have to work, because it's like when a person retires early, studies have shown people start to die faster. Like inactivity causes the body to shut down. Just like like they always say, if you don't use it, you lose it. It's same thing with your physical health. If you're not up and active, you're more prone to start wasting away and dying earlier. So always have something you got going on. Always be willing to work towards some sort of goal. As spouses, Y'all need to come together with decision making. Take rest, take breaks, take trips, enjoy life. Everything doesn't always have to be structured and planned out, but take some time and just have fun, relax. Don't take things too seriously. I know a lot of young men, they fear marriage because they're like, oh, she's going to take everything I got. Well, a lot of young men don't have anything. So you can't base your fear of marriage on she's going to take all my money when you don't have any money. So establish yourself, be career driven, goal driven, go after what you want in life, but also make sure your wife is taken care of, your children are taken care of, grow together. But those are just some of the things I've learned in these 14 years, man. Like, it's always, as a man, don't look at what you could have had or what you could have done if you weren't married or if you weren't a father. Because guess what? God did bless you to be in that position. So step in it, walk in it, enjoy it, because it's somebody else wishing they were in your position. I knew a guy, I had a best friend, we don't talk anymore, but he told me out of his mouth, he wished he was in my position and at the time I was in a townhouse, like 3-bedroom townhouse, and he had a nice, I think he had a nice little apartment in California, a sports car, nice career, making way more money than I did. And he told me he wished he had what I had, which was a wife and kids. And I was shocked. I was like, what, man? I'm looking at Instagram. I'm like, dog, I wish I had your life. What you talking about? He like, nah, man, you don't understand like how this feels. Like, he didn't have anybody to enjoy life with. And companionship is one of the main things humans desire and need to have. Companionship. God gave Eve to Adam. So be grateful, man, for where you are. Young men, as a man, be grateful for where you are. If you do have a wife and kids and, y'all out here, trying to make it, just be thankful for the season, the times, the lessons, the growth that you have, that God does bless you with. But that's just some of the things I've learned, man, in my 14 years of marriage. Still learning, still growing, still developing. Things won't always be perfect. Things won't always be happy, but that's when you gotta learn to come out of yourself and be selfless. I mean, if you need some time, take some time away, but don't temporarily leave from living with your spouse. That's another thing, because that division will that's exactly what the devil wants, that more division. The Bible says, if whatsoever God put together, let no man put asunder. Don't separate it. So always be willing to come together, man. Communicate. If you have disagreements, communicate. Two people holding things in ain't gonna solve nothing. The problem will become a snowball and it'll become an avalanche. Things can fall apart simply from people not communicating. So open up your mouth when you have a problem. If you have an issue, speak about it, communicate, talk. Even if you upset, you extremely mad and you need to be quiet for a little bit, okay, do that. But at the same time, come back together and talk. Y'all need to talk about the problems that you have, the issues, things that you don't like that she may not know about. Things that she doesn't like that you may not know about. Y'all both need to talk to each other, because nothing will get resolved if nothing is spoken. So that's all I have for y'all today. Thank you for watching, and God bless.